Excited to be with you for this hour. So my name is Ruth, as some of you know. And before we get started, I just want to check that you all have a chair. So you're sitting in a chair. A backrest is going to be very useful. And if you have side rests, that's also useful, but not, just sit back a bit, not vital. If it's cold where you are, like it is where I am, make sure that you're warm. So have a warm top on because we're going to be moving a little bit, but not too much. Also, you can take your shoes off if you like. I encourage you to do that. But if you do, maybe keep your socks on. Okay, and then we're going to be seated for most of the session. But we will be getting up once during the session. So when we do, you might need a little bit of space around you. For now, you will need kind of an arm's length of space around you. And then when we get up, you will stand next to your chair or behind your chair. And hopefully you'll be able to manage that in the space that you have available. And then I'm going to use the terms left and right. You don't have to pay any attention to them. They're more for my own concentration, although you'll notice that I will mix them up. But you can just observe and copy what I'm doing from what you can see. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to move, but you can stay where you are. I just want you to see how we're going to be sitting in our chairs. So if you want to, you can move sort of to the middle of the chair and see if you can bring your legs, your upper legs parallel to the floor and your knees directly above your ankles. Okay, so nice and balanced. Your feet can be about hip width apart. So depending on how wide your hips are, something like that maybe. And you can place your hands palms down on your thighs. So hands on the thighs. And you can close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale through the nostrils. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale. And one more deep inhale. And exhale. Keep your eyes closed. So we all know what our bodies need in terms of rest. We know that we need to sleep for a certain number of hours a night. And we know that we need to take breaks during the day, study breaks. And there are various reasons why we don't always listen to our bodies. And one of these reasons is that we spend a lot of time up in our heads. And this can cause a lot of stress, or it can exacerbate stress. So during this session, we're going to take a break from being up in our heads and spend some time in our bodies. We're going to do this by doing a few very simple stretches and a little bit of breathing. And during this session, it's very important that you listen to your body. So I can't see you, And I don't know your body, but you know your body. And if you are ever in a state of discomfort, just adjust the movement or stop the movement, because any kind of pain is counterintuitive to relaxation, and relaxation is all what this session is about. So give yourself permission during this hour to relax and just to reconnect with your body. And you can start by bringing your hands together, keep your eyes closed and rub them, creating a little bit of fire on this very cold day, balancing the two hemispheres of the brain. And then place your hands over your eyes and just notice what you feel. Notice the contact between the palms of the hands and your face. Maybe your hands are warm, maybe they are cold. Just notice. And you can slowly release your hands and place them back on your thighs, palms facing down. And if you feel ready, you can open your eyes. This movement, by the way, and putting your hands over your eyes is very good for when your eyes get tired from looking at a computer screen for a long time. So you can remember this when you've been in front of your computer all day. Okay, let's start with the shoulders because we carry a lot on our shoulders. So as you inhale, bring your shoulders up towards your ears, and as you exhale, relax them down. And inhale up, exhale down. Let's do 4 more. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. 1 more. And then we'll turn this into a circular movement. So making circles with your shoulders, inhaling as you bring them up and back, exhaling as you bring them down and forward. Lots of clicking. It's okay for your body to click as long as there is no pain. And then let us change direction. So bringing the shoulders forward and down as you exhale, and as you inhale, bring them up and, back and up. Keep going, making the movement as smooth as possible. And just remember, we're taking this time to come back into our bodies, just to feel. Let's do 2 more. And you can relax your shoulders, close your eyes. And just notice any sensations that come up in the shoulder area. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes again. It's just started raining here, so I'm very excited. Okay, we're just going to lift the foot off the floor. So remember, your feet are hip width apart. At the moment, we're aiming to have our upper legs parallel to the floor. Keep your hands on your thighs. Take a deep breath in, hold the breath, and then lift the right foot off the floor. So you might have your foot just above the floor, or maybe you want to bring it a little bit higher. Just feel what feels right for you and hold it there for a moment. Maybe notice which muscles are being activated to keep your foot in place. Keep your foot in the air. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Place your foot back down on the floor. And inhale. Lift the left foot just off the floor, or maybe a little bit higher. Keep holding. Feel the strength of your upper legs. And take another breath in. And exhale, release the foot back down onto the floor. Okay, then we're going to work on the neck a little bit. We often put a lot of strain on our necks when we're looking down at our phones or at computer screens. So these are some nice stretches that you can do when you have a stiff neck. So take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower your left ear towards your left shoulder. And just notice the stretch along the right side of the neck. Remember, if there is any pain in your neck, just adjust. So bring your neck up a little bit. And inhale, come back to center. And exhale, bring the neck to the other side. You can close your eyes if you like. It helps you to focus on your body, keeping the attention inward. And inhale back to center. And exhale to the left. Keep the breath deep. I can hear thunder. Yay! It's the first time it's rained in Pretoria this winter, or in the past few months, so I'm very excited. And inhale, bring your head back to center, and exhale once more to the other side. See if you can relax your shoulders. Feel the stretch along the left side of the neck. Inhale back to center. And we'll just check that alignment again. So the knees are above the ankles. Your feet are hip width apart. Maybe tuck in the tummy a little bit. And we're going to do the owl movement. So just looking over to the left. Inhaling as you bring the head back to center. Exhaling to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. So I'm moving quite slowly because that is what my neck needs today. If you want to move even slower, you're welcome to do that. If you want to move more quickly, you're welcome to do that. But keep your attention on what you're feeling in your neck. So there's no judgment. There's just watching and observing whatever feelings come up. Let's do 2 more to each side. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And come back to center. Close your eyes. And just observe any sensations that have come up in your neck after doing these movements. And you can open your eyes very gently. We're going to come up onto the edge of the seat. So putting the seat a little bit back, just show you from the side. I'm right on the edge. You can place your hands on your knees. Actually, I'm going to move back so you can see what I'm doing. And your feet are still about hip width apart. We're going to inhale, look up, leaning forward, opening up the collarbones, arching the back. And as you exhale, you can round the back, bring your chin towards your chest, and pull your belly button right back towards the back of the chair. And inhale as you come forward, smiling up, opening up the chest. And exhale, round the back, bring the chin towards the chest, pull the belly button right back. And let's do 4 more. Again, you're working in your own time here. You can go faster or slower. Most important thing is to listen to your body and what your body needs in this moment. And you can come back to center. And then you can bring your arms to the sides of the chair. They might touch your armrests if you have armrests, or maybe just pointing a little bit away from the body. The palms are facing down. Pull the belly button in, relax the shoulders. And then you can lift your arms so that they are parallel to the floor, more or less parallel. And as you inhale, bring the palms up to the ceiling. As you exhale, bring the palms down. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, palms down. And continue. Pull your neck back so that you don't lean forward. And release the hands onto the thighs. Close your eyes and relax. Just noticing any sensations that come up in the arms after doing these movements. See if you can relax your face, relax your forehead, relax your jaw. Allow the upper teeth and the lower teeth to part slightly. Maybe keeping your lips closed. If your tongue is stuck to the roof of the mouth, allow it to relax onto the floor of the mouth. So just softening the entire face and the head. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes again. And we're going to use the, keep your hands on your thighs, or maybe you can put them on your armrests if you have armrests. And we're going to inhale and lift the right leg up. Just move back a little bit so you can see. So lift the right leg up. There you can see my toes. If this is putting strain on you, just lift your foot to just above the floor. And we're just going to point and flex the toe. So if your leg is straight, you'll feel your core muscles are working here. Entire leg is working. Keep pointing and flexing. And you can lower your foot at any time. And then you're going to rotate the foot in one direction and change direction. And release the right foot onto the floor. Just take a moment to notice the difference between the two legs. And when you're ready, we'll do the left leg. So inhale as you straighten that left leg, or maybe just hold the foot just above the floor. And then you can point the toe, flex the foot in your own time. And then start making circles in one direction. And change direction. And release the left foot onto the floor. Close your eyes. And just notice what you're feeling in your legs. Keep your eyes closed, and again, bring awareness to the facial muscles. So relaxing the skin of the forehead, soften your eyes, soften the jaw. And when you're ready to open your eyes, we're going to do a very gentle twist, which is really good for your lower back. Okay, so I'm going to bring the right hand onto the left knee and the left hand onto your armrest. If you don't have an armrest, just bring your hand along the side of the chair, taking hold of the side of the chair. Going to inhale, lift the head up towards the ceiling, and exhale, very gently twist to the left. The emphasis is on gently. So just looking to the left, listening to your body, not going further than it can go or it needs to go. Keep both your shoulders relaxed and focus on moving the chest a little bit more to the left if that feels right for you. And you can feel how the rest of the trunk follows. Keep your head lifted to protect the spine. And just notice whatever sensations are coming up in the lower back. And inhale as you come back to center. Exhale. And then you can place your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right hand goes either on to the armrest or taking hold of the side of the chair. Take a deep breath in as you lift the crown up and right. Keep lifting. And focus on the chest area. So bringing the chest area a little more to the right. If your chin is jutting ahead, bring it back. So just pull the neck back so that your chin is more or less parallel to the floor. And on your next inhalation, gently come back to the center and place your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes to your lower back. Just watching what is coming up in this part of the body for you. Okay, you can open your eyes when you're ready, and we're going to work a little bit on the wrists. So often we get wrist pain when we work on laptops and computers all day. So these are really nice little movements that you can do at any point in the day. I do them all the time. So bring your arms out in front of you. Take hold, bring your thumbs underneath your hands, take hold of your thumbs, and we're just going to rotate the wrists towards each other. Now, while you're doing this, take note of what your back is doing. If you're arching forward, pull the belly button backwards. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And then you can change direction. And you can still the movement and bring your hands in front of you as if you're pushing a wall in front of you. Try to push the wrists away from the shoulders. Fingers are pointing up to the ceiling. If you're leaning forward, just lean back slightly, pull in the belly button, pull the neck back, and then slowly lower the palms to make some bunny ears. And again, we're pushing the wrists away from the shoulders. So pushing your wrists a little closer to the screen. Hold the hands there while you're pointing the fingers down towards the floor. And inhale, bring the palms pointing in front of you, and release your hands onto your thighs. Close your eyes. And just notice any physical sensations that are coming up in your arms and in your hands. And again, come back to the facial muscles, relaxing the forehead, Relaxing the eyes, softening the jaw. Maybe there's a little smile on your lips. Okay, and you can open your eyes when you're ready. We're now slowly going to get up out of our chairs just for a little bit. So, if you can, bring your chair next to you so that you can hold on to the backrest. And you can stand next to your chair. You don't need to use the backrest just yet. Let me bring the microphone a little bit closer. We're going to bring our feet hip width apart. You can't see my feet, but they are directly beneath my hips. We're going to bring the arms to the sides of the body. The fingers are pointing a little bit away from the body. I'm rooting my feet into the floor, which means I'm activating the muscles just above the knees. The sides of the body are lengthening upwards. The whole spine is lengthening upwards. The crown of the head is going a little bit closer to the ceiling, but the shoulders are descending away from the ears, and those fingertips just pointing a little bit away from the body. So your body is very active in this position, strong like a mountain. And now you can relax the right leg. Keep the left leg active. So you're activating the muscles of the lower leg, the upper leg, and the buttock. And you can bring your hand onto the back of the chair. And on your next inhalation, you can lift I told you I was going to mix up my left and right. Lift the right foot off the floor. So you can either lift it off I'm just using the wall here, just off the floor, or maybe you can bring the knee to a 90-degree angle. Keep holding onto the back of the chair. Keep the left leg activated. If you've got your knee at a 90-degree angle, imagine that you're balancing a coin on your knee. And then if you're feeling up to it, you can release the chair and bring your hands onto your hips, or release the arms along the sides of the body. Really relax those shoulders. Let all your stress roll down the shoulders and onto the floor away from you. Keep that right leg in the air as you inhale. And as you exhale, release the right leg. And we'll just bounce it out. So swinging the arms as you bounce. Okay, let's do the other side. So I'm bringing my chair to the left. Just where I can reach it, reach the back of the chair. The feet are just below the hips. And we're really rooting the soles of the feet into the floor. So getting as much of your foot as possible to make contact with the floor. Just stand back a bit so you can see me. And then we're activating the legs, especially the muscles above the knees. Feel the length along the sides of the body reaching up. The spine is reaching up, the head is reaching up to the ceiling. But the shoulders, as always, are completely relaxed. Pull the neck back to see if you can get your chin parallel to the floor. And then you can relax that left leg, maybe even bend the knee a little. Keep the right leg active. Bring your hand onto the back of the chair and inhale as you lift the left foot off the floor. So you can do the same, either just bringing it just off the floor or maybe aiming for that 90-degree angle of the knee. Keep the right leg active. Oops. Imagine that you're balancing that coin on your knee. And then you can release your left hand, either bringing the hands onto the hips if you like, or allowing the arms to relax along the sides of the body. And if you want an extra challenge, you can try to close your eyes, which I never managed to do without losing my balance. So I'll be super impressed if you can do it. Take a deep breath in and exhale, release the left leg and we bounce. Okay, now you can put the chair to the side. We're not going to need it for the next movement. And this is the most fun movement of the session, and I hope you laugh as much as I do when you do it. Okay, it's called the motorbike. And if you are not wearing shoes, you can lean into the the left leg and place, you can't see my feet, but I'm placing my right foot on top of the left foot. Okay, that's one option for the legs. The other option is just to bring the feet as close together as possible and the legs as close together as possible so that you're closing in all the gaps between your legs and your feet. If your right foot is on your left or whether your feet are together, you can bend your knees a little bit, take hold of your handlebars, and then we're going to do the sound of a motorbike, which will be something like this. Woo, and shake it out. Okay, let's do the other side. So you can either lean into the right leg and place the left foot on the right foot. Or if you're wearing shoes or you don't want to do the balancing act, just bring the feet together and try to close all the gaps between the legs and the feet. Whichever your leg position, you can now bend your knees, take hold of your handlebars, and shake it out. Okay, we're going to do one more standing posture using the chair. So this time you can bring the chair in front of you so that the backrest is facing you. I'm going to stand behind the chair. So I'm leaning forward slightly so that you can see me, but you might be standing with your back straight. If you are bending forward, try to still keep your back straight. So you can see my back is straight, hands in the back of the chair. The neck is in line with the rest of the spine. Try to straighten your legs, but relax your shoulders. And now you can slowly start walking backwards. You might come up to here. So still keeping the back straight. Try to reach the crown of the head away from the tailbone. So keeping that straight line. Or maybe you can walk back a little bit more, bringing the upper body parallel to the floor, bringing your ears in line with your shoulders. So just see how far you go and focus on the length between the crown of the head and the tailbone, heels. Relax your shoulders, whichever position you're in. And on your next inhalation, you can slowly start walking back to the chair. And you can release the chair and come back into your seat. So again, let's see if we can align the legs. So your knees are directly above your ankles. Your feet are about hip width apart. Your upper legs are parallel to the floor. This is a really good position to sit in when you're sitting in front of a computer, especially if your lower arms, if there's a 90-degree angle at your elbow, so your lower arms are equal to your desk. Yeah. Basically, it's really good to be able to hold or move with your mouse if your lower arm is parallel to the floor. Okay, let's do a few side stretches. So we're going to place the lower arm on the left side on the armrest. If you don't have an armrest, again, just take hold of the side of the chair. Take a deep breath in, lift, and as you exhale, bring that right arm over. So pointing fingers towards the right and feeling the stretch along the whole right side of the body, the upper body anyway. If you're scrunching up the neck and the side, then just lengthen the head away from the shoulder. And then bring those fingertips a little bit closer to the ground. If your arm is tending to go forward, bring it back, maybe bringing it in line with your ear. And inhale, bringing the arm back, placing the right lower arm onto the armrest or taking hold of the side of the chair. And inhale as you bring the left arm up and over. See if you can align the ear with the arm. And again, if you're scrunching the neck and the shoulder on this side, just lengthen the neck away from the shoulder. And then bring those fingertips a bit closer to the floor. Keep breathing, deep breaths. Maybe tuck the belly button in again. And inhale, bring the arm back. And place your hands on your thighs once again, palms facing down. Okay, then we can do some shoulder dips. So again, you can come up onto the edge of your chair. Hands still palms facing down on your thighs. Take a breath in and exhale. Bring your left shoulder forward as if you're dipping it into chocolate. And inhale, come back. And exhale, right shoulder forward. And inhale back. Next one. Inhale back. And the next one. Inhale back. Let's do a few more. Really feeling into the shoulders, just noticing the stretch whatever sensations come up. Remember, the more we focus on our bodies, the less we focus on our minds, and the more we can relax. Let's do 2 more on each side. And come back to center. Okay, so we've been focusing a lot on the facial muscles, relaxing the facial muscles in this session. And now we're going to do a little bit of facial stretching, which is also really good because we are very serious most of the day. And this gives our facial muscles a chance to relax. So we're going to start by making a small O with the lips and then a big O and then back to a small O. So it will look something like this. Let's do 2 more of each. The advantage of not seeing you is that you don't have to feel self-conscious about what you look like. So we're going to do the same thing, but this time with the whole face. So we're going to scrunch up the face really small, and then we're going to open our eyes and the mouth wide as if you've just had a huge surprise. So scrunch and open, and scrunch and open, and 4 more. And relax. And then we're going to bring the thumbs underneath the eyebrows and the 4 fingers above, and we're going to pinch the eyebrows 4 times. So pinch, 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 flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, flick. Continue. Let's do 2 more. Lost count. Okay. And then the last little bit of facial movement we're going to do is with the ears. So if your ears are very sensitive, be very kind and soft with them. We're gently going to pinch around the top of the ear 4 times and moving down as we do. So pinch, 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 and then gently pull the lobes down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pull. If you want to move with the breath, you can inhale as you pinch and exhale as you pull. And we'll do 2 more. And release your hands onto your thighs. Close your eyes. And just notice what your face is feeling like now. What sensations are coming up? And you can open your eyes when you're ready. And we'll do our last movement. So this is a really good chest opener. I'm just going to move back so that you can see me. You can move to the edge of your seat. If you have problems with your shoulders, you're just going to bring your arms behind you and touch the sides of your backrest with your hands or your arms and look ahead. If you are able to interlace your fingers behind your back, so bringing them together like that, you can push your arms away from the shoulders and maybe reach them towards the gap. You know, the chair usually has a bit of a gap between the backrest and the seat. So reach the arms down. So you're really opening up the chest over here. And then if you want an added challenge, you can start to lift your arms a little bit. Remember, don't do this if you are in pain or discomfort. But if it feels okay for you, you can lift your arms up onto the back of the chair. So whatever position you're in, try to reach your arms as far away from the body as you can. Maybe tuck the belly button in so that you're not arching the back too much. But at the same time, we're keeping the chest open. And whichever position you are in, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release your hands and place them back onto your thighs with your palms facing down. Okay, close your eyes. And now just take a moment to become aware of any physical sensations in the body. Maybe your heart is beating. Maybe you feel hot or cold. Maybe there's a tingling or a throbbing. Just notice whatever comes up. And you can open your eyes when you're ready. We're going to do a few minutes of relaxation. So you have two options here. Either you can stay in your chair. If you happen to have a cushion with you, you can maybe fold it double and then place it along the lower back. So somewhere like that, so that you can lean back and keep your spine straight. It's not there, it's an option. Or bring your arms, lower your forehead onto your arms or your hands. So whichever position you've chosen, take a deep breath in and exhale as you close your eyes. Notice and the floor. Become aware of the feeling of your socks on your skin, or your shoes if you're wearing shoes. Bring awareness to your ankles. And the material of your clothes on your lower legs. Bring awareness to your knees, backs of the knees. Become aware of your upper legs. And the material of your clothes. Bring awareness to the seat of the body as it becomes heavy. Your lower back. Your belly. Your chest. Maybe feel your heartbeat in your chest. Your upper back. Become aware of your fingers, your hands, your arms, your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Bring awareness to the neck and the throat. And become aware of your head, either balancing on top of the spine if you are sitting, or relaxing on your hands if you are lying forward. Become aware of your entire body. Noticing any sensations that come up. If your head is on your arms, you can lift your head now. And you can bring your hands together and we'll rub the palms together once. Create that little bit of fire at the end of the session and place your hands over your eyes. Keep your eyes closed, but release your hands onto your thighs, palms facing down. And just notice how your body feels now. Gently open your eyes when you're ready. So during the session, we see busy minds to reconnect with our bodies. And this is just to show you that stress management doesn't have to be a complicated affair. It can be very simple, just taking 5 minutes out of your working or studying day to do a few stretches or a few breaths, just to come back into your body. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you have a beautiful evening and sleep super well tonight. Thank you.
And thank you, Ruth, for the session and for giving us some techniques, and for everyone who's joined us today. So we've had some bandwidth issues. I think it says on your side, Ruth's bandwidth is low. I'm not too sure how the video is going to come out, but we'll share it anyway. Yeah, but thanks again, Ruth.
Thank you.